Hello again. Dear Kevin, dear 30-year-old Kevin, part 3. I didn't plan to do this as a trilogy, but I kept thinking of more things to do. So maybe in the future these will just be 3-part series, every 4 years, 3 videos. We'll see. So, hello again. Today's date is October, I have my timer going on, October 23rd, I think. Yeah, of 2022. And this is just a conclusion to my dear 30-year-old Kevin videos. I just got out of the shower. I just got back from my 30-minute run. I watched 30 minutes of the last episode of House of the Dragon, and it's pretty interesting so far. I mean, yeah, the whole series was pretty good. And I don't know if they're gonna continue the series. I honestly haven't researched it, but I think they are. I think a friend told me that they are gonna eventually continue. It's not gonna be just one season. Okay, so a couple things that I just wanted to go over was kind of like world events that's happened in the past 4 years and what it's kind of at right now. So politics, Joe Biden is president and his vice president is, I still don't know how to say her name. It's either Kamala or Kamala. Kamala Harris, I think. That's pretty sad that I don't know for sure if that's her name. But anyways, and Vladimir Putin is president of Russia, and the Queen of England just died, and which brings me to the second reason I'm superstitious. Is because almost right after I started investing was the day Queen of England died. So yeah, so we got a new king, not us, but Britain has a new king. I think it's King Charles I think it's third. Sorry if I got that wrong. King Charles the Third, either second or third. And Russia is still being a bully to Ukraine, and I haven't really dug into it that deep, and so I don't know how to explain why they're at war with Ukraine. But I just basically think of it that Russia's just being a big bully to them. And hopefully that doesn't escalate into a bigger war, and hopefully that wraps up soon and gives Ukraine a break and we can get some peace again. I think China is rising up to be a contender to the US for a global economy contender. And that'll be very interesting in 4 years to see what that will be like. Whether they're still becoming a really big contender to the U.S. economy. So let's see how that's going to be in 4 years. Other global events. There was a big hurricane recently. I don't remember the name of it, but I think the country is kind of recovering it from it still. And okay, so hopefully we don't go too long on this video, but in the Mormon church, like I said in my first video, President Monson died 4 years ago, and we have a new prophet, President Nelson, Russell M. Nelson, and I think he's still going to be around in 4 years. He seems pretty healthy. I think he's our oldest living prophet now. Even though I'm not an active member anymore, but it's still a part of me. I've grown up in Mormonism. It's always going to be a part of me. So I think he'll still be around in 2026. And my prediction for the next prophet, let's see. Okay, we're gonna start recording this screen. Okay, it starts right now, looks like. Okay. Yep, it's recording. Okay. So let's go search. Let's see. Quorum of the 12 Apostles. Okay. Okay, the president is M. Russell Ballard. I don't think he will become the next. I think he will die before. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to predict anything. Well, maybe I am, but. Oh. I did not. Oh, okay, this isn't in seniority, I don't think. We have M. Russell Ballard, Jeffrey R. Holland, Theodore F. Uchtdorf, David A. Bednar, Quentin L. Cook, D. Todd Christofferson, Neil L. Anderson. I met in person. I took a selfie with him at the Salt Lake City airport the day I came home from my mission. Ronald A. Rasbin, I met in person. I shook his hand. Gary E. Stevenson, Dale G. Renlund, Garrett W. Gong, Ulysses Suarez. My prediction for who I think might become the next president of the church. Okay, so it's not showing Dallin H. Oakes and Henry B. Eyring in here. So let's see. The next in line to be prophet if President Nelson died right now is M. Russell Ballard. After him, I think it might be. Yeah, it's not any of these guys. Maybe this is in seniority, yeah. But I think Dallin H. Oakes is for sure between Ballard and Holland. And I'm not sure where Eyring is. He might be between Holland and Uchtdorf. And I don't know how to look that up really quick, an easy way. Yeah. But let's go to Quorum of the 12 Apostles. What is the order of the 12 Apostles? Oh, that's not. Who is next in line for the LDS prophet? That's already saying that Russell M. Nelson is the president. Let's go to images. Go to images. Okay, this I think will kind of show seniority. If I could zoom in. I'm on my iPad right now and I'm still kind of learning how to use it. Here's the people who weren't shown. Dallin H. Oakes and Henry B. Eyring. But I'm not sure where they fall in line in seniority. This part right here, this is in line in seniority, but Dallin H. Oakes and Henry B. Eyring they might fit in between some of these people. So my prediction for if President Nelson dies and M. Russell Ballard dies, it would be very cool to see Jeffrey R. Holland as prophet, because he's always been a favorite apostle of mine, because he gives such powerful speeches. But the person I really want to be prophet is definitely Theodore F. Uchtdorf. He's just such a good man. He gives some of my favorite talks. One of my favorite talks of all time is a summer with Aunt Rose, I think it's called. It's just such a beautiful talk. But let's get on with how many temples. LDS temples. Okay, there are 173 dedicated temples, 169 currently operating, 4 previous dedicated, 54 under construction, and 73 announced not yet under construction, for a total of 300. Wow. I did not realize that there is that many. So Grand total of 300 temples if they were all built. And this recent general conference, Russell M. Nelson announced 17. Sorry, I have to pause and then go to check on my pizza. I think my pizza's done. Okay, let's pause this. Stop broadcast. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Oh. Hopefully this will save, or I can just save in.
Those fake ads
No,
really drive you mad, huh? The game looks
I don't
so
want
fun
this
in the
stupid
ads,
ad.
but when you download it,
Exit. Camera roll. Alright, cool. Save the video. And then let's go back to recording. We're recording in 3, 2, 1. And we're live. Okay, so, yeah. So a lot of temples. And in Arizona we have Snowflake, we have Gilbert, Mesa, Phoenix, Tucson. So Snowflake, Gilbert, Mesa, Phoenix, Tucson, that's 5. I think that's it. I should know. My favorite temple, and it's tied between Gilbert and Mesa because I have a lot of connections to Mesa. That's where I took my endowments out. But Gilbert looks the coolest in my opinion of the 5 Arizona temples. The best looking temple there is, I think, is the San Diego temple. It looks like a freaking princess castle. I'll show you a picture of it actually. For San Diego temple. Look at that. Such a beautiful picture. Such a beautiful temple. But my favorite Arizona one is a tie between the Mesa temple. Oops, no. LDS, Mesa. That's not odd. LDS, Mesa temple. Yep, that's I like the pool right in front of it. It's I have a fun story with that, but that might be for another time. And then the Gilbert, Arizona temple. Gilbert, Arizona temple. It's a good looking one as well. Yep. Anyways, that's enough with the church. It'll be fun to see what it will be like in 4 years. Hopefully I'll still be living. And we'll see who's the prophet, if Russell M. Nelson is still the prophet, if he's still the world's doctor. Speaking of which, yeah, coronavirus. We just survived the coronavirus. 2 years ago is when it really became a big thing, beginning of 2020. And so now it's October 2022, and it's hardly ever brought up anymore. And at least here in Arizona, in my work as well, like most of us don't wear masks anymore. For my first 6 months of work at Amazon, I had to wear a mask, and they were kind of pushing everyone to get vaccinated. Now I'm still not vaccinated, and I don't really plan on ever getting vaccinated. And nobody's ever talking about it anymore. So I think the world's finally kind of moving on from the coronavirus, and has been for a while. So yeah, a little back to religion. Some people on YouTubers I'm kind of listening to sometimes that have good, once in a while, a good Mormon debate is Apologia Studios. And then kind of along the same lines is a YouTube video that I watched maybe for the first time like a year ago. It was a debate between these Christians and between a panel of agnostic people. And it was a very cool video. I'll leave a link to it in the description because I don't know how to make a cool pop-up video yet. Maybe I'll figure it out. But check that out. It's in 4 years, definitely watch that again, Kevin. It's a good debate. Oh, family right now. I have 2 adopted nephews, 2 blood nephews, and 1 niece. That'll be cool if in 4 years we get some more. I get some more nieces and nephews. And then I still see some of my college friends every once in a while. There's some I still have to get back and connect with. And then just other world things that I think might happen. I sincerely hope we don't get into a war anytime soon, or ever. If we do, I actually might join if they let me, because I have mental problems and suffered with depression in the past. But we'll see. Only time will show us. Tomorrow I'm investing a lot more into, I've started like investing into some dividend stocks, and then I've also reorganized what I'm investing in my Roth IRA. And for all those who might be listening, including family, I definitely recommend at least starting a Roth IRA and trying to max it out every year, no matter how old you are. I think it's a good option. So with that, this video has already gone too long, but take care, take it easy. Thanks for visiting me in the past, and I'll see you back in the future. Bye.